I don't know if anyone is out there. I don't know if anyone is listening. We've been told by the government that we should shelter in place and wait for further direction. I have very little food and supplies. The screams and sounds I'm hearing at all hours are leaving me with very little hope. It appears the dead are walking among us, and they aim to take us with them. I am no longer hearing military or police chatter coming across the radio, and I fear for the worst. I've heard there is a military checkpoint on the other side of the river headed from West Point into Louisville. If you wish to join me, meet me at Matt's Genfac warehouse, where I'll gather supplies and secure a reliable means of transportation. I plan on leaving in 48 hours, and anyone who can is welcome to join me.
One of the most challenging aspects of soloing in Project Zomboid is surviving the first month. Survivors must prepare for the inevitable loss of power and water, and watch out for those pesky observers from the sky that can completely crash what seems to be a legendary start. One of the most important factors in securing early game survival is choosing a base location. That base location goes beyond just having a place to store our loot, but it also serves as a long-term safe haven from the roaming hordes for months to come. One of my favorite base locations when soloing in Project Zomboid is the small fire station on the southeastern edge of Louisville. Its semi-rural location assures a lower zombie population while also providing quick access to some of the best loot locations in the game. There are two ways to approach basing at the small firehouse in Louisville. Both of these options work best if you choose either Maldra or West Point as your spawn location due to their proximity to Louisville. The first strategy is to base up in your spawn location of choice and spend a couple weeks looting and preparing before you make the move into Louisville. This will ensure a greater chance of survival through the helicopter event and will make the setup of your long-term base quicker once you arrive in Louisville. The other approach is to make a mad dash into Louisville within the first few days of spawning in. Whichever approach you choose, you'll need to secure a sledgehammer to make it through the military checkpoint on the outskirts of Louisville. In this run, I chose to make a mad dash and make it to Louisville within the first few days of spawning. I chose Maldra as my spawn location and immediately made my way to the Mass Genfac warehouse to secure the needed supplies and most importantly a sledgehammer. What's up, guys? We are back at it once again, Project Zomboid, and we're going to do a quick tour of my small firehouse base located in Louisville. It's on the far southeastern corner of Louisville, kind of on the outskirts close to where the farms are, and this is the small firehouse. If you've noticed, I do like vehicles, and I found a new one that I've never seen in the game before, and that looks absolutely amazing. That's I can't remember what it's called. And of course we have our main protagonist, Juan Rambos, looking stylish as always, and he's here to give you a tour of the small firehouse in Louisville, which I think makes the absolute best solo base. So we're going to enter through the main door up front, and we turned the office that is up here into Juan Rambos's Center of Higher Education and Learning. We do have all of the skill books, and we also have a bunch of magazines. We have all of the VHSs. We have rated 3 video stores, and we have our TV. If we make our way into the garage area, we see we do have our mechanics bay where we can work on vehicles, and we have our posters courtesy of, the mod name is Accurate Period Posters mod, I believe. And we have Farrah Fawcett and who is that? That's somebody. Linda Carter. And they're keeping us company because we are all alone. This is our solo run. We also have storage for various different auto parts. I'm thirsty. Let's get a drink here from our downstairs sink. We've actually plumbed 2 sinks on this run. I'll show you what we did there. If we go through the door here, there was a staircase, but we converted the locker room into our main storage area. Tons of storage. We have done a lot of looting. We haven't even transferred everything around yet, but we have done some looting. We have a little bit of everything, and we did remove the staircase, so I built an emergency escape rope that gets us up to the 2nd level. So we're going to shimmy on up to the kitchen, and there was a staircase here, but I put this window in, which allows me to add an escape rope, which gives me access to the 2nd floor. No zombies can get me up here. So it's truly an AFK base. We are solo. We aren't playing online. We can just hit pause, but you know, my immersion is complete. We have a couple fridges, couple popsicle fridges up here. I have my food storage up here as well. And if we make our way into the main part of the house, we did remove the stairwell, so I was able to add a bed for sleeping, a nice chair. We have our gaming area, our entertainment area to keep us company on those long and lonely nights. And if we make our way through this door, we go to the outside garden. We are running the mod where we can daisy chain multiple generators, which does help when we're away for long periods of time. But we have our farming and gardening area. I did throw a couple popsicle fridges upstairs. I do have a rain barrel up here as well, which feeds the upstairs sink. And then we have a couple here as well. One is for farming and the other is for the downstairs sink. And then we have our farming area itself. It's small. We're solo. We're one person. We don't need a large area. But this is Juan Rambos in the small Louisville fire station. Hope you guys like it, and I'll see you guys next time. Later. Loot runs are crucial for long-term survival in Project Zomboid. The greatest benefit to basing in Louisville is the close proximity to some of the best loot locations in the game. In the immediate vicinity of the small fire station, you will find a tool store, gun store, and a gas station. Just to the north, there is a Gigamart that can provide a lot of perishable food before the power goes out, and a small mall that features another hardware store, a bookstore, and a couple of those highly coveted popsicle fridges. There is also a police station, farming shop, and many other locations with great loot availability. Once you have exhausted the loot in the immediate area, look north towards the Grand Ohio Mall, which has some of the best loot in the entire game at one location. But be sure to bring plenty of ammo and weapons, because the dead will not give up that loot without a fight.
I've made my way from Aldrich to Louisville. I have not seen another living person this entire time. I've secured a safe haven on the outskirts of town. If you're looking for sanctuary, head to the small firehouse on the southeastern side of Louisville. I have food, supplies, and shelter. I don't know how much longer I can hold out. I don't know if I will even survive. am losing hope. If you are out there, maybe we can survive and rebuild together. Because I am alone, and no one can hear this, but I am truly in hell. May God have mercy on our souls.